All right, Mr. Taliaferro, how's everybody doing out there? Only a few artists have the clout, the cachet, and honest to God truth, just to respect to pull off a move like this. And I believe Ricky Rose is one of those few artists that could pull this off. So for those who don't know, Rick Ross has a new album coming out, Port of Miami 2, coming out, I believe, August 9th. Port of Miami 2 is on the way. The latest installment from Rose. This is his 10th album. Wow, Rick Ross, 10 albums in the game. Many would argue that Rose might have a couple classics. Anywho, one of the standout records that Rose will have featured on the album, reportedly, is a new record featuring Pusha T and Lil Wayne. What? All right, we obviously know about the back and forth between Pusha T and Lil Wayne. We believe over the years, we know for sure Pusha T has did it, but we believe Wayne has kind of taken part in this as well. Reportedly, it goes back to some clothing lines back in the day where Wayne thought Pusha T was biting them and Pusha thought Wayne was biting them. These two have had some sort of a rivalry together. Then obviously we know Drake stepped to the plate once he got on the mainstream light to kind of take Wayne's light work, the guy that put him on. And we obviously know about the Drake and Pusha T beef, and then there's the Drake and Ye beef, and then there's maybe a little beef between Wayne and Ye. Like, we obviously know there's a thing between Young Money and good music in regards to Pusha T versus Drake and Wayne. So Rose thought it would be in his best interest to put Wayne and Pusha T on a song together. And when asked by Ball Alert, why would you do such a thing, knowing that these two people don't really care for each other, he said, you know, what I did was I put together a record without either of them knowing, because I feel like we will all put this behind us one day. The real question is that time now? All right, and it may not be the right time now. We'll have to see August 9th, Port of Miami in stores. The biggest boss. Yeah, so Rose is admitting like, yo, I put these two people on the record together. They don't know that. They find it out like right now. Like I said at the beginning of this video, you gotta have a certain level of cachet, respect in the game from your peers to pull off a move like that. Cause let's call a spade a spade. If an up and coming rapper tried to pull some ish like this, Pusha T, being the president of good music, he wouldn't clear his record. He wouldn't even clear it. Or Wayne, he wouldn't clear his record. Like, he would go back and say, yo, somebody take me off this shit. Yo, Ross, what the hell you doing? But because it's Rose, and because Ross has that respect from his peers, we just got to hear how it sounds, man. This is going to be interesting because like Rose said, neither of these guys knew they were on the record. So whatever verse we get from each other, from these two guys, to the best of their knowledge, they were just doing a song with Rick Ross. So hopefully we get some lyrical miracle from some of the best MCs out there, not to mention Rose's going to be on the record. And we got Push and Wayne on the record, so we'll see. I'm guessing we're going to get verses from all these guys. I can't wait to see Port of Miami 2 in stores August 9th. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. I don't take it for granted. Ross, always spicing things up. You know, Ross is one of those people, he never really cared about the Drake and Meek Mill beef, right? Like, he always knew Meek and Drake would put that past him. Maybe he's right about Pusha and Wayne. You see Ross, as soon as Meek ended that beef with Drake, hey, Ross got like 8 records with Drake in the chamber. They just dropped a single yesterday called Gold Roses. That's how happy Ross is. He couldn't wait for that Meek and Drake beef to be over with so he could get back to making music with Drizzy Drake. Dice Pineapple was one of my favorite songs of all time. Thank y'all so much for the time. Let's put it on. Take a granted salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV, here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.